What up? So we're somewhere in Maryland, about 30 minutes away from Josh at 844 Imports. Topos are doing great. I haven't recorded too much of the road trip, but I do have to say, this being 5-speed, although naturally aspirated like the mirror walkthrough I did the video on, it just goes a bit faster. I can go around like maybe like 110, 120, relatively comfortable. But it just took 25 bucks of gas. You guys already know. I know people told me that 93 makes no difference and I should put what the car is supposed to get. But to me, for my mental health, it just makes me feel better that I'm putting the best gas in the car. Probably makes no difference. I don't know. But mentally, makes a big difference. So it's currently 10 in the morning right now. And I just want to know, is it too early to eat a hot dog? Let me know in the comments. I know the answer. I don't believe it is, but curious to know what you guys think. What up? Just got to Josh at 844 Imports. The Topo's killing it. It's going to its new owner. What are we gonna replace it with? K's the way, so I don't really see myself ever getting an Atlas, at least not now. But wow. When I first saw this, maybe like a month and a half ago, I was like, oh, this is cool, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then I drove it, and then Josh tinted it, added these rims. I believe he's going to paint the basket and bed soon. Oh, look, he already started. I didn't even realize. I think he's going to finish painting the bed, probably the rack back there, maybe that whole window. Wow. Wow, wow, look at this thing. We're really going to focus on this, but wow. For sale too, if anyone's interested. It's 2-wheel drive. Not sure if that's the reason it's still here, but I can't believe he didn't sell this yet. Or maybe deep down inside, Josh really wants to keep it. He's like me, doesn't really want to sell anything. But yeah, this thing is sick. Maybe we'll start it just to hear that diesel purr. But over here we got the Three Amigos. Your biggest Honda fanboy is gonna make a video on this. Then we got the Jimny Wide, and then the Wagon R WIDE. After I made a video on this guy, I was already looking up parts because it's very similar to the Alto I had. It's just a bigger 1 liter instead of 660, but the placement, everything looks exactly the same. Intercooler almost looks exactly the same. Blow-off valves in the same position. That's just a bit bigger, but even look at the space. You can just tell that this has a lot of room to get rowdy. Wow. I can't, just even thinking about it, honestly, this isn't even for the camera, just even thinking about this car, this is bringing me back. This is really bringing me back. I gotta fix the cappuccino. I don't want to sell the mirror walkthrough, but I gotta get me a Wagon R WIDE one day. Loving the rims on there too. This on some 3 spokes, everything on some 3 spokes look good, but this one on some 4 spokes, killing it. Then we got the Jimny Wide, another cool car. Love the wheels, love the tires, love the fitment. I believe he got seat covers for this one recently too. Yeah, it looks like he's putting them on. These seats are mint, but I think he just wanted like a nicer look. Feels good. Maybe we'll start this one up, put a doubled in there. This is nice and clean. Got the headrest. This is almost like the dream fleet right here when you really think about it. You got the off-roader, the super nice, and it's a wide, so it's not even a K, so it does a lot better on the highway. I believe this one's a 1.3 liter. And then you got the K-Truck. You know, how could you have a fleet without having at least one K-Truck? And not only is it a K-Truck, it's a 1999 Acty. Everyone's favorite K. And then the first time I seen one of these, I couldn't believe how comfortable they are. Sandbar used to be the most roomy K-Truck, but I think after 1999 with the facelift bodies, like look how much room there is. This is me sitting normal too. Does the seat go back even more? No, that's all the way back, but there's a lot of room in here. Like there's even, I feel like I'm almost in a Topo right now, but I'm in a K-Truck. But yeah, we're definitely gonna drive this in this video. My first time really going in depth in one of these. I couldn't believe that this opened too. I was shocked. How do you open that? Like this? Do all the new K-Trucks do this, or is it just the Honda? I had no idea this opened. Like you actually get a little, there's no struts or nothing, but you get a hood. This almost doesn't even seem real. Like to get a K-Truck where even if it's just the size of my forearm, The fact that this opens at all is pretty cool. I feel like the Suzuki and Mitsubishi and Sandbar don't do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is cool. HA7. I gotta remember the new codes. No more HH3 and HH4. Yeah, we're definitely driving this thing. Maybe this was a little cafe back in Japan. Could use some nice rims, but at least the bed and everything is nice and clean. Got the rain guards. I'm really loving this. I want to drive all of them. What should we drive first though? I guess I want to learn more about this one the most. So let's drive this just so I can hear that airplane sound. It doesn't even sound like a car. Let's just hear this turbo. Let's hear the blow valve. I'm most excited about this. Starts right up. 5-speed. It's a Wagon R WIDE if you're not too familiar. So it's basically a Wagon R, but same thing like the Jimny. They just added some bumpers, made it a little wider, made it a little taller. So it's not in the K dimensions. That's why it's a wide. But at face value, if you just look at all three of these cars, they're all K cars. I mean, this one's a little beefier, kind of looks like a Samurai, but this doesn't look like a full-size sedan or like a full-size American car, even a full-size Japanese car. It's still relatively short. There's room inside, of course. You can definitely fit 3 adults, maybe 2.5 adults back here. But the showstopper and the reason I want one of these, I'm not sure if they exist 4-wheel drive, but even 2-wheel drive like this one, it's finally everything I've been looking for. A car that is quick enough to go on these road trips. I won't be dealing with any slow issues like the Topo and the Minica or even the Cappuccino. I think this blows the Cappuccino out of the water. And then not to mention all the space and goodies you get back here. These seats obviously go down. Got some handlebars there for when you're going over those crazy turns. Why did I come over here? Why did I come over here? I need this car in my life. I need it, man. I want to take this on the track. I want to put this like a full cage. I don't even care about this little dent. That's irrelevant to me because I wouldn't try to make this the nicest car. I want this to be like a real sleeper K. You know, I really like this car when I'm solely driving it just for miles per gallon. Like, I already know what to expect. I drove this for like 30 minutes last time I was here. Click the corner to watch that video. But that sound, the sound of this car that it makes in stock form is so orgasmic that I literally can't stop thinking about it. Like, I think the Cappuccino sounds great, but it's so modified. It has an exhaust, HKS blow-off valve, intake, the N1 ECU. Like, it has everything to make it sound the way it does. But this, it just like, it makes me think, what if, right? Like, I don't want to do any pulls yet. I'm on the residential block. Wait till, actually, let me do a small one. Like, do you hear that? Do you hear that jet engine? We're only going 30 kilometers an hour, but wow. Just wait. Just give me, wait a couple seconds. Let me get on the road, and we're gonna give it a pull. And he just changed the clutch on it, so it just grabs right away. Almost feel like this one has a lightened flywheel too. Like, the way it gets up there on the RPMs is like, maybe when they swapped over the clutch, they put a flywheel too. First pull right now. You ready? Parking second. Miles per gallon. That's what the Wagon R WIDE gives you. Miles per gallon. I think what I really love about this one, besides that sound, is that it's still slow. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that this car is quick. It's still not like a real car quick. I doubt it even has 150 horsepower. But the fact that I feel like I'm in a K car still, like the fact that I can do that, I don't have that much headroom there, but I have that additional power. Like, this is the car that I need to buy. I think, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll give you guys a sneak peek what I think I'm gonna do. Let's continue to drive. I want to give you guys the other POV as well. But yeah, this thing is so cool, man. Like, I love it. I don't know how this is still for sale. I don't know how the Jimny's still for sale. I think the Acty says he has some people coming this weekend. So you're most likely watching this on maybe like Friday, and this car might be gone the next day. So if you're watching this, hit up Josh at 844 Imports. Maybe you can reserve it. I think he wants, this one is around like 75. I believe the Acty is around 85. The Jimny, I think, is around that same 8, 9, 10. And then the Atlas, I think, is like 13, which is still all really good deals. And they all come with titles, of course. You guys know I bought 5 cars from 844 Imports, but let's really gun it. I'm not going fast. It sounds like I'm going fast. It sounds like we're doing something, but I'm barely even like keeping up. The CRV in front of me that's pulling away. But there's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say but to give you guys this POV and one last pull. First gear. I hope the camera's picking it up. I almost, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to pull over. I'm gonna put the GoPro in the engine bay. That's how good the sound is. I'm gonna put that to my alarm when I wake up in the morning. That way I can wake up in a good mood. We're gonna put this camera in the engine bay. I just need to hear that. I need to hear it every day when I wake up. Now you tell me if the Wagon R WIDE isn't one of the coolest cars. Comment below. I think that sounded amazing, and I think we are actually going to do it. I'm manifesting it now. We're going to get one of those. But now let's talk about the Acty. You guys know my favorite K truck, my favorite brand. K is the way. Honda fanboy right here. So yeah, let's start this one up. This Y is fuel injected, which is pretty cool. Normal carb. It has 163,000 kilometers. Oh wow, do you have to put your foot on the clutch, or is the battery dead? Oh wow. So in 1999 they added some technology and safety. Look at that. Even has an ETC reader. Whoa, does it have yellow calipers? Is this the car I should be getting? Wow, let's close this up finally so we can get a normal look at this guy. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people say that the newer ones don't look as cool, but I feel like with the paint match bumper, this doesn't look that bad. I think it looks better than the regular K trucks, the regular Actys, the previous generation, even the big headlights and the small ones. Like, this looks cool. It looks modern, it's safer, it's quicker, it's fuel injected. I can get behind this one. I get behind this one and the Mitsubishi. I think those both look really good. Even the sandbar. I think the Suzuki is really the only ugly one. Yeah, we're definitely gonna drive this. I'll do that same little trip, Josh, at some point before you get scolded like I did. See if you could paint those. But yeah, let's let this warm up. Should I start this one too? Why not, right? Why not? Let's just start everything. This guy has 32,000 kilometers. Extremely low. Pop the hood on this guy. I think it's very similar to the... Oh wait, what am I doing? It's over here, right? I was gonna say similar to that one, but it's really not, because this guy, I mean, it's the same. No, it's not. Is this even a K6? Yeah, no, it's not similar to that at all. It's not even like a K6A or anything. But yeah, it looks like he put new plugs, wires, tune-up. Battery looks brand new. Oh wow, he put the big boy battery. I think that's the Prius one that's like super expensive. That one I believe is like 300 bucks, just the battery alone. But yeah. Jimny's here, also very cool. I drove this a couple times though. I think you guys get the picture, but if you're looking for a Jimny, you know where to go. But yeah, let's get this one on the main road, see what it's like. Just quick acceleration. Oh wow, that was third gear. That was kind of quick. This one is full-time four-wheel drive, right? Yeah, I don't see like a selector anywhere, so let's see. These used to be slow as hell, the four-wheel drive ones. Let's see if it being fuel injected and probably a different motor, I would assume. I doubt they're still using that same one. Why do I not know how to drive stick anymore? Alright. Third gear. feels good. It felt, after going from the Wagon R, it's kind of hard to even think about speed when it comes to this K-Truck, but it felt good. It feels quiet. I'm gonna show you guys my POV in a second. Let me turn this AC on, it's hot. I don't feel like the car lost a couple horsepower like the old ones used to do. I'm always gonna like the beats, although I hate the engine location when it comes to maintenance. But drivability wise, it is kind of cool, like hearing the engine note come from behind you. Like that's what I loved about the Beat, the Street, even the Acties. Like I haven't had a sandbar long enough to see if you get that same sensation, but it's cool that like if I downshift right now, I hear the engine behind me. I wonder if you could put an intake on this. Now that it's fuel injected, I would definitely look into that. But yeah, it drives good. I mean, it's a K-Truck, right? It's gonna drive as comfortable as you want it to be. I would definitely take this to Ohio like I did with the other one. This one just feels more comfortable. I don't know if he did anything suspension-wise or from Japan it came with like better shocks. But it feels super planted. I don't feel like I'm gonna get like blown off the road by an 18-wheeler. Yeah, no, it feels good. It feels good actually. It's sliding me and not even the car. So this seat still goes up like the previous generations, and it looks like he has a bed cover back here. I wonder if that radio has Bluetooth, glove box. What's this? Maybe defroster? We're gonna Google Translate this right now. What does this say? So I just looked it up and that's actually for the bed light. But now we got a straightaway. Give you guys a top speed run. Uphill, mind you, so take this with a grain of salt. Gets up there quick though. I know we don't have the cool round headlight K-Trucks that were adorable back in the days, but these were just made so much better. It's a lot more comfortable. I have so much room on my knees. Like look at this, I'm around like 5'9". I think if you're around 5'11", you should be good. I think 6 foot. I know there's people who are like 6'3" who drive these, but I think you have a lot more space to be a little more comfortable now in these newer generation K-Trucks. Acty's cool, Acty's great, drives good. First time seeing one of these. I'm still really mind blown off that Wagon R, but I would definitely get one of these. I see now why it's gonna be gone in a couple days. Who doesn't want a fuel injected, you know, airbag, crumple zone, comfortable K-car? So I think I'm ending this video here. Always a great time at 844 Imports. I guess for shits and gigs, let's just start this one up as well. Couple days this will be in Alabama. I know this is diesel, so not sure if exactly it'll crank up right away. Not sure if I have to touch this or not either, but let's give it a shot. Oh, fired right up. 4 for 4. Gotta get this straight piped. Let me know in the comments what your favorite vehicle in this video is. Do you want an Atlas? Do you want a Wagon R WIDE? Do you want a Suzuki Jimny WIDE? Or are the Honda fanboys gonna dominate the comments and say they want an Acty? But I catch you guys on the next one. Waiting for David to get here now. We're gonna use the dolly and trailer this all the way to Alabama. And stay tuned for the next videos. From here, we're going to Virginia Auto Mall. We still gotta go to Duncan Imports. We still got to meet up with the winner for this. We still got to go to Duncan Imports, maybe in Tennessee. We got to maybe buy that clapped out Honda Beat at Virginia Auto Mall. Maybe buy a crashed Suzuki Alta Works. And more fun stuff. Road to 100K. Peace out.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.